We found it logical to bring to public domain what is brewing behind the scene, even as Kenyans are being promised of a free and fair election come 2013. In itself, a credible election is not only centered on the ballot day, but it begins with the civic education and voter registration that is up to the mark. Registration of voters began in earnest on Monday, and the eagerness of eligible voters to be registered is evidently manifested in the registration centers. But the perpetual fiasco clouding the entire process in some registration centers, if not all, cannot be wished away. In one of the registration centers in Komarock Primary School in Kayole, there is already a flare of suspicion from locals about the process, and the registration clerks will not even wish an outflow of the alleged malpractice.
It was established yesterday. Personally, I was here when I was checking, coordinating the voter registration in the area. I realized that there is a TNA party which was working together with the registered clerk in the same polling center. They were manipulating election, they were registration, they were trying to register TNM members inside the classrooms, and the same registration was going there under the supervision of the entire clerical officers of that center. And the TNM members were being registered forcefully, non-Kikuyus, inside the center and taking the same details into the machine.
Those are rumors. Me personally, I've been here, I've not seen such kind of registration. Akuna, we had no problem yesterday. Those are rumors. We can't base our fact on rumors.
A case in point, for example, being registration of members of certain political parties in similar room and time of registration in that very center.
IEBC should not have members of a particular party colluding with them to register members inside. You cannot carry recruitment at the same time you are doing voter registration. And this is our worry, and we believe they must change that.
Not enough. Whether or not out of ignorance, some residents are deliberately denied registration by the clerks in a scheme that will see some people fail to register unknowingly in what will unquestionably compromise the voting right of these citizens.
Nimempatia ID yangu. Sasa ananiambia nimeregister mara mbili. Sasa vile nimemuuliza nimeregister wapi, ananiambia ni kama ulitupa kitambulisho yako, labda mtu ameregister nayo. Sasa vile nimeenda kuuliza mkubwa wao hapo, naye akanisukuma nje.
I need answers over this, because if they don't issue us with an answers, we are going to mobilize our members to disrupt, and I want this matter to be listened very carefully, to disrupt the process of voter registration in Embakasi entirely. The same thing is happening in Mwangaza, the same thing is happening in Mara Primary School.
Assuming this ominous demeanor began earlier on Monday and may be happening in other registration centers across the country, how many more Kenyans have innocently suffered and fallen victims since the registration began officially? We wish to take this earliest opportune possible to blow the whistle to the IEBC and the characters in the awkward game to do otherwise what is just for Kenyans, because this is not less of an abuse to Kenyans and the Constitution.